luck.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Thank you. How do I say thank you?
Thank you. Look. Don't try that again.
All right. So you're.
Thank you.
As you set the piece of blue fabric down in the center of the circle, and then both your hands grasp the symbol of the traveler, your eyes closed, you feel a warm sensation on the outside of your knuckles where you feel like two additional hands kind of reach around and clasp your grip. And in the bit of your left ear, you hear the familiar voice of the traveler say, "Well, let's take a trip, shall we?"
Okay.
As you open your eyes, you're no longer within the Braun. In fact, you don't know where you are. All you see is mist and cloud rushing past, sourceless movement, a speed you've never traveled with. Whatever the space or location you might be is in the sky, in another place. You have no sense of up or down, left and right, just movement.
Is this how it's supposed to feel?
Shh.
Okay.
Trust me. Then the mists part. Your eyes clear, revealing a dark-lit den with a carpeted chamber, decorated with fine furniture. Standing by a cabinet that remains open to one side, a figure wearing a long, blue set of fine wool robes stares down into an object it is holding. Masculine in frame, you see golden blonde hair and a soft curl that kind of combed back to the shoulder behind the ears. A stoic expression sits on his clean-shaven face as he speaks into a stone in his hand. You have not to worry about that. She is paranoid enough in the widest sense, but I know her blind spots. Yes, I have the emblem, waiting for a window, but let's plot for next Grison, shall we?
Next Grison?
6 days.
6 days. I'm something.
The week after that.
6 days, the week after that.
So, that'll put 13 days. At the Overcrow? The figure stops and looks over back and forth in the room. Enough, I've dallied too long. Angel's eye, friend. And takes the stone and places it in the cabinet. Closes it. The figure then kind of looks about, checks the curtains, goes and checks the door, makes sure it's locked, sits down at the desk, and pulls out a book from underneath, opens it, and begins taking notes and reading through. Make a perception check.
Oh, that could have been so bad. 18.
18. In the brief moment that the book is open, the text is too small on the inside for you to make out any of the contents, but all you catch is the title of the book. It reads, The King That Crawls.
The king that crawls.
The 10 minutes continue.
Does he pick his nose at all? Is he composed? Is he just like
He
writing?
seems relatively composed. Does like scratch and kind of flick something out of his ear at one point.
Yeah,
It's
gross.
the most amusing hygiene-based gag you managed to uncover during this. It seems.
It seems.
It seems.
Seems.
And Caleb casts Seeming. And Caduceus and Yasha and Jester look like the woman in the locket. And Nott and Caleb and Ford suddenly look like Bodo of different sizes.
All right. Now, he's currently not looking at this. He's looking out towards the group and goes, "Please grab your stuff. What are you laughing at?"
It appears removing problems is a reoccurring theme from you.
He turns around.
Oh, what happened? It looks like he's
I
seen
pick up bow and I
I would
put her
say
up.
a ghost, but I'm not sure.
Attention, workers of the mine. We have a very important announcement and news from the mining front. It appears
He's like trying to hide you, the three of you, but there's too many of
it
you.
appears your wonderful foreman Bodo is quite the poet
I
and
just
has a mistress.
Boyd?
Poet, the Bodo-wit. of the poet.
We shall be reenacting such a poem for you all. I hope you enjoy this wonderful performance.
We give you the Bodo players!
I love every scent that comes from you.
I grab Ford's face and I say, I love every scent that comes from you. Moo, moo,
Kiss,
moo,
kiss.
moo, 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 moo. And I don't kiss him.
He passes out.
Yay.
In the mud.
I'm going to cast Sending on the gentleman.
Ooh. Okay.
Hi, Dad. It's Jester. I know it's been a while since we were in Zadash, but just thinking about you. I miss you. You miss me?
And there's a pause. And then a somewhat tired voice responds.
In the morning.
Yeah. You're being ridiculous. I'm not your father. But I'm glad you're all right. Wherever you are. Come back sometime. I've got more work. More money to be made.
Love you, bye.
That's as much as it gets out.
I send a message
Okay.
to my mom.
Okay.
Hi, Mom. I'm really far away. It's been crazy here. I love you. I miss you. Do you miss me? We fought some dead giants. I talked to Dad.
I thought.
Another moment passes, and another tired voice comes through on the opposite side. Chester? Oh, my Chester. I'm so glad you're okay. How far away are you? Are you coming back soon? It's been very, busy. Giants, that's impressive. I'm proud of you. Ford.
This is getting a dream while not thinking about boning Yeza.
Am I in the wrong bed? This isn't Yeza.
And dream by jerk.
Hotel walls.
The sound of the rain gently lulls you to sleep. You can hear the water colliding against the wood on the outside of your chamber. And as you come to sleep, you can feel the rain on your skin.
Oh.
And you feel the water rise above your ankles to your knee, to your torso, and it's freezing cold. As soon as it hits the torso, your chest kind of seizes for a moment, and you have to catch your breath. And it rises higher and higher until you're fighting to catch your last breath of oxygen and inhale before the water level escapes and continues up into the lightless darkness. You swear you see something move in the water, and you glance to try and catch it, and you don't see it. And something shifts this way, and you look and you try and swim to gather it, but there's nothing's catching your eyes. The the eye opens up before you, the light, golden and yellow, just completely enveloping your body, nude, swimming through the dark water. Reward. You feel this little heartbeat in your chest. You look down, you can see against the kind of dull gray skin of your chest, there's a yellowish light source, the same light as the eye before you, pulsing. The searing pain shoots into your chest, and you look down in the space where it's pulsing. The water just gets clouded with darkness, blood beginning to pour through and seep from your sternum. You reach and clutch for it, but it won't stop bleeding. And you start coughing and inhaling the water, and you feel yourself drowning and coughing and coughing. Punish. In those throes of your body shaking, the light begins to fade and numb and drift as the darkness takes you, and you wake up coughing in your bed, seawater and a familiar display sputtering out of your mouth onto the edge of your bed. And you hear the clatter of metal. Cling, 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 cling.
I reach around in the dark for the sound.
Okay. Your falchion is on the floor.
Normally just out. Can I try and bamf it away?
Mm-hmm. You can focus on the falchion, gripping the handle, and close your eyes to will it away, but it remains.
Oh no.
Is there more light in the hallway?
There is. There are 3 low-burning oil lanterns that are affixed to the wall.
Can I walk over underneath one of the lanterns and look at the falchion? Does it look the same, different? Is the eye still there?
It looks the same. The eye's still there, yeah.
Is there anyone in the hallway?
Right now, no, not at this hour.
Can I conjure up a ball of eldritch energy in my hand and see what the eye does?
You look down at your palm. Nothing emerges. You concentrate and focus, and all you can see after a minute of trying is the sweat beginning to form in your palm and your forehead, and dripping off your nose.
I hustle down out of the dim zen.
You find one little subsection there.
Puddles? Are there puddles?
There are puddles, yes.
Can I find a puddle and look in the ground, and I will use Mask of Many Faces to make myself look like Caduceus.
Okay, you look down in the water, and all you see is your face.
Shit! He's just a guy.
Mm-hmm. No. Okay. Right.
There's some chopping, healing potions. Ross looking for like ink and parchment if you carry such kind of things, or otherwise.
Ink's not really a specialty of mine. Parchment, I guess I can get you some.
What's your special?
As she leans forward, you can see there is a faint underbite and the row of sharp teeth that kind of hook forward from under the upper lip. The ears chewed a bit on the sides. This goblin's seen some tougher days, but seems to be positive and smiling in your direction. These kind of very bright yellow eyes, which leans forward and goes,
So, just parchment and ink without anything else?
What is your specialty?
Yeah, you mentioned specialties.
Moro.
Moro, do you live here?
I do.
Is that your house upstairs?
It is.
Cool.
Just you?
Just me. All on my lonesome.
Oh.
For now.
Well, we are certainly in the market for some of that oil that you mentioned that would protect some of our friends' fair skin.
Ooh.
Well, after you, and I'll hold out my hand and I'll try and cast minor illusion. Just make a little bird in my hand.
Okay. Concentrate in your hand. Nothing. Little bird.
Oh, wait.
Oh. Well, that was nice.
Wasn't it? It really was. I am glad we are here. After you.
Because of these deeds, under the light of the Luxon, I don't think that Den Thelis has not noticed this. And we would not dare have you stay as friends of the Bright Queen in such a, kind of leans in away from earshot of Gavin, such a lowly establishment. So, while you were gone, we have secured for you an abode within the firmaments. It's already furnished and ready. There's even a pen for your beasts.
Really?
That is very generous.
Is it like a Airbnb or something? Like, do we have to pay for it?
No, it is being provided.
That is most
You guys are giving us a
unexpected.
house?
Well, you've given us hope and helped lessen the terrible impact of what the Empire has wrought on us, so it's the very least we could do.
Yeah. Can I have your flashlight thing?
You have the goggles.
I want the flashlight thing.
Give me the goggles.
No, fuck you.
Well, fuck you.
Hit him in the shoulder.
Thank you.
If you need anything else,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Power move. It's a power move.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
Such a power move.
Wow. Drink that hard.
24.
He goes like... And like ever so slowly
my wife,
just
bitch.
drifts.
I hug him like real good, and I hold it for an awkward amount of time.
I'm gonna seed it with my ability. Like anything that's dead in there, I'm just gonna start things going.
Okay.
Spread your seed all over?
Yeah.
Everywhere.
And I'm gonna take a look around. Thank you for that. I'm gonna take a look around.
Look out, your house.
Go grow on eggplants.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna be here for a while, might as well get comfortable. And I'm gonna drop right in the center the feather of the token of the tree.
Oh.
Wait.
Hold on.
Oh, wait, your tree growing thing?
It's a massive tree.
On the top of the tower.
Awesome.
Okay.
I've tried to create a little section that'll hold the roots and hold the whole.
Must be outdoors, yeah. So,
Wait for it.
you hear this heavy rumbling, and you watch as roots just split out from the center of the token and dig into the dirt and down into the stone, and you feel the stone kind of shift slightly beneath your feet. The actual tower itself seems to be adjusting in some way to the rooting of this. You watch as suddenly a series of branches begin to extend like rapid spider legs, and as they reach out, leaves flower on the edges of these branches until eventually a large trunk fires up into the sky, the canopy expanding above to a 60-foot tall tree, a 5-foot diameter trunk, which in itself is beautiful. Since all the trees in the region are red and brown in color, this is the only green-leafed tree in all of Rossona.
It's gonna be nonstop.
Okay.
When Yasha and Caduceus are distracted gardening, I'm going to go into Yasha's room, and I'm going to...
Paint a mural.
I am. Though.
Okay, good.
I'm going to go in her room and I'm going to paint like a field of wildflowers on her wall.
Oh.
Oh no, I'm gonna cry.
I will say, make a performance check with advantage. Frantic gesture
Close your
trying
eyes,
to.
close your eyes, close your eyes.
I close my eyes, but kind of halfway open one.
It's almost done. Chester. Well, I just remembered how much you loved seeing them and everything, and it's very, dark here, and...
This is so beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're
This is such a
welcome.
nice thing that you did.
Well,
Is it dry?
No. Okay. Don't touch it yet. But then when it's dry, you can go over and touch it all you want.
I love it so much. Thank you, Jester.
You're welcome.
Oh, this is beautiful.
If you want anything else painted in there, you just let me know.
Okay, I will let you know.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. There's a dick hidden somewhere in there.
A hidden
Okay,
dicky.
I'll see if I can find it.
Okay.
I appreciate that. Likewise, if we make too much ruckus or if you see shit growing out of the top of our house, you just come over and knock, okay? Yeah. Yeah, I walked into that. Anything else, you just let us know.
Will it be like that all the time?
I think that's how trees work.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Ford.
Yeah, it is nice to meet you too, Lord. Bye.
The door's closed.
Oh, my friend.
We've got diplomatic
Immunity.
Open it!
Open it up.
You have my permission.
You have my permission.
I would require the permission in person to open the matter. It is from the Soltris Academy. It seems official.
Shit.
From the Solstice Academy. It seems official.
We'll never go back to Zadash.
You've seen this wizard.
We'll never go back to Zadash. And if we do,
No, we have to go back to Sudan where my dad is.
we'll kill the owner, burn down her establishment, and no one will ever know that we were ever there or that it existed.
They're already
God.
Do you have means of copying? Let me teach you a few things.
Dope.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
So-
damn.
He will teach you up to 3 spell levels of Dunamantic magic.
Oh, shit. Don't smile, motherfucker. Don't get excited.
Well, stop flipping out.
So this could be 3 utility meager spells of Dunamancy. You have a few things at your disposal. There is also a few with a slight more kick. And, or one that is a little more of a influence, if you will. What is your interest? Are you interested in things such as density, gravity, things that manipulate the relationship between objects? Are you more interested in the bending of fate, destiny? Or
Ding, 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 ding.
or do you wish to find ways to sap and scatter the potentiality of your enemy?
Let's go back one.
All right. Unique, is that turmeric?
Caduceus calls it a white Shorehasian.
Mildly racist, but
Signing up on that.
the room gets real, like, just quiet and awkward for a moment. He goes,
Wrong choice.
Wow.
Pure intentions.
enjoy the rest of your evening. And he leaves on that note.
I really.
I promise you, here and now, there is no danger from my past. I like this me. I love it. If I would have my way, none of you would ever know anything about who I was before, and I mean that. I find myself on my heels in this room. Please understand, I am not trying to be deceptive. Just let me figure out how the fuck to say it, and let me come to you, and I will feel less like I have been, less like I've had something taken from me. Let me find a way to tell you. Please.
All right. That's fair.
Really likes me right now, though.
Nuggets off in the corner.
What about you, Sprinkle?
Sprinkle's fine with it.
Sprinkle died along.
Sprinkle's like rolling in it.
Like Sprinkle's like dead.
And has been for weeks.
Drown, burn.
What do you think, Sprinkle?
I will say Sprinkle does look pretty rough. Like what started kind of a smiley feature is now a little skittish.
What does it smell like?
Drown.
Right now it smells like the pomade. Sprinkle's a tough beast, but definitely is a little more world weary than when you first
I
found him.
put Sprinkle in the tree and make him like a nice, like weasel nest.
Okay.
A tree house
What's a
in the tree
weasel
house?
nest? Well, I mean, there's already some stuff
one
to
of
get
those
around in the
dangly
tree. Yeah, you got some ropes.
You construct what you assume a weasel nest would look like. Make a nature check.
Burrow owl lives in a hole.
Like a hammock.
This is good.
Oh no!
Nature 3.
So you make this beautiful, like mud and thatch, like an egg hut that you place up in one of the branches.
Here, weasel. Correct. Sprinkle.
You've forgotten his name!
He's
This
one
is
step
like-
away from death.
My 10-year-old daughter collects like arts and crafts pieces and makes fairy houses out on the trees in the back. And it's just like
Yep.
construction paper and boxes.
One ring away from being mush. But worse.
Roll animal handling check.
No identity anymore.
There you go, Fang.
So you guys hear this series of squeaks from above the house
There it goes.
as you go up and check, and you watch as Jester is trying to force this weasel into the house that she worked so hard to make.
You like it?
I don't think that.
You like it?
Until eventually gets him inside of it.
Do you like it, Purple?
Dungeons and Dragons first weasel.
The big bad has been revealed.
Okay, yeah, 15 gold sounds good.
Can you borrow any?
Blink, blink, blink.
All right.
What?
It's a bit used.
Oh, it's real!
It's a real
I
map.
thought you were just gesturing.
It's slightly used. There's blood on this thing.
Keep telling you people.
Where did
it's
it
got
come from? Where did it come from?
I never said.
our cellar floor.
That's hot, that's hot, that's hot.
That is super sexy.
Put that shit out here where everybody can see
Okay,
it.
okay, but I want to look at it. Okay.
Arterial spray.
That's so sexy.
Where did this,
This map camera is brought to you by Dwarven Forge. They
Hi, it's Jester. Miss you so much. Are you still in Allfield? If you are you free to help us out? There's a little boy.
Little.
Hey, Jester baby. It's been a while. Not in our field, but still trudging around the Empire. Ooh, what's little?
Okay. There's a little boy in Allfield who could use help getting to my mom and Nicodranas.
For money.
For money, if you want.
There's 6 more words.
Also, I really think you're wonderful.
I appreciate that. I take no money for my help, but if there's a boy in trouble, and it's for my friends, how could I say no? Give me a week of travel.
Should get to Allfield? Okay.
Oh my gosh, Shakasta, you're so wonderful. A week of travel, you got it. His name is Luke.
He's with Edith.
He's with Edith, and Bryce is looking after him.
The blonde figure is there in front of you, standing at the back of this chamber, like a long hall. You can hear voices echoing. So it's a big interior. Looking just by the wall that he's at, there's fine dark wood laid against it. There is a patterned wallpaper, and there is a wall-mounted candelabra like 2 feet to his right that is flickering flame. You see him with a book, a small one, like a little journal type thing, and has it open and is currently writing and looking forward. And you get the sense that he's essentially taking notes. Make a perception check.
And he's facing outward, the wall behind him.
Correct. The wall's behind him and he's facing outward and taking notes.
10.
10. Okay. You only pick up some of the conversation. You hear words being said, and it's kind of muffled, and occasionally the voice will raise a bit as things get a little more intense, and you pick out a few phrases. You pick up, mobilizing 3 legions to hold the Ashguard garrison back while our scouts watch the crests of the Ash Keepers for movement. And the rest of it's just, come on. Other voices going around, other voices. Another voice calls out, we've righteous brand on guard at every major cavern network. While we outnumber their forces, they are wily with their use of passages beneath the world. They can strike in small numbers nearly anywhere. Here's some more conversation, some muttering. And then a voice say, send more declarations for coin for loyal hands to the cities of the coast. I should like a word with the Concord on calling in some favors. When the armies are upon us, release the scourgers. This distraction will be what we need. Yes, my liege. Yes, my liege. As the figures that are kind of blurred in the distance off the cusp of this vision turn and begin to walk towards it, the vision flickers, strikes, and then vanishes. Something seems to intercept and prevent the spell from searching as these figures approach the source of your scry. Forcefully, you're ejected from the vision and find yourself back in your room.
I don't.
Or, okay, different analogy, but similar thing.
Are you saying that we should also ally ourselves with the Empire at the same time?
And just play everybody?
No.
Let's
I'm
form
saying,
our own country.
Hold on.
I'm saying.
The rest of the campaign, just watching everyone kill each other from a distance as you guys go and like just mark off a beach somewhere north.
We're just gonna have
this is Chesterland.
We're just gonna have like an oil drilling station, and we're just gonna like trade Bitcoin by the end of it.
Cocoon and turn Jester into a small goth
Wait, you're doing it all?
moth.
A small goth.
Small goth moth.
Small goth moth.
Small goth moth.
Blue and black.
In my head, I think I'm really cute.
An adorable tiny goth moth.
Then
I land on Yasha's finger.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, I never realized how beautiful light was before.
This is with polymorph, right?
Yes.
Okay.
my polymorph, and then while she's flitting about, I will cast invisibility on her.
I do polymorph.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, and then you can invisibility me.
All right. So you become a moth. You're a moth. A flutter.
Oh, like I'm stupid?
You have an intelligence of 1.
Yes, that's what I was looking for.
It's even better.
Wow.
It's now an invisible moth.
Flutter.
Okay, so go. Now you go.
I go.
She must have gone. I don't see her.
She goes outside.
Fly.
Fuck.
What if
You still know what you were doing. You're not
I
like
do?
You don't forget your whole previous life.
I don't forget that I'm Jester.
You don't forget your gesture. You're just in this moment.
Help me
you're
remember
more
when
limited.
Healing changed into things. That's different, right? That's B shape.
B
shape lets you keep
So
your
wild shape, you keep your intellectual scores. Polymorph does not.
We learn things every day.
But you keep your memories. You just are dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see 2 figures walking down the street that approach the exterior of the apothecary. One of them is a tall male hobgoblin in a breastplate. It's obscured by a leather cowl with a large sword sheathed on his back. The other appears to be elven in stature, long tattered black cloak that's pulled around a set of gray leather armor. Their head is obscured by a hood and a face wrap of blue cloth. And both of them approach the front and kind of push on the door. The door opens.
Do I see any blonde? Do I see any?
Make a perception check. Or no, you already made your roll. You don't see any particular details of blonde hair necessarily, but you do see a bit of the skin appears to be drow. Yes. The Dragonborn, you guys watch exit the building, get back up onto the horse, kind of give it a little bit of food, and then get up onto the saddle after unhitching it and begin to ride away.
As the Dragonborn exits the house,
Yeah?
I'm going to break invisibility, cast message, and say, "Stop that Dragonborn," to Caleb.
Okay.
So I heard that.
Early in the day.
So as Ford turns the corner, looks over and sees the Dragonborn running, releases two Eldritch Blasts. You watch the Dragonborn run, hole through the chest. Falls.
20 points of damage?
Yep. Falls dead.
Not an important.
They were definitely a messenger.
That was
Just a courier.
Yeah, they were a scout.
We're scouts.
And they are a big old eldritch hole in their sternum from behind falls dead onto the street.
Adios, muchacho.
Okay.
Yep, no.
Do we win?
Oh, it's your turn. Just kind of gives an amused glance, looks past and looks at Yasha and goes, Orphan Maker.
Oh, backstory. Shit. Lord up. Backstory. Lord up.
This is the trap. Who? That's the trap.
You do not recognize this person.
Who just said that? Because I just got real. Everything went.
The drows. And turns to you, Not, and says, just take care of her for me. Winks at you and reaches back and grabs the hobgoblin.
Oh no.
No.
You watch them both.
Wait, use a spell. Use a spell.
You can't use it as a reaction.
I can now.
Eyes are on you. You've left the rendezvous. What happened to the mission?
Check something real fast.
Ooh.
Power play.
Whoa.
Power play.
Power fucking play.
Move.
Come on.
Responds, I know you. But I appreciate your attempt at deception. If you are intent on following, come north. Bring her. And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
They don't care.
The mess. Are you sure?
No, I actually think Caleb's right. All right, Morrow, you gotta die.
Wait, what?
Any last words?
No. I have been cordial. I have been very upfront about all this.
I am actually of the opinion that there might be an option here.
All right, I'm listening.
I think that we can come to a financial arrangement.
Go on.
I think that maybe we can leave a little gold in return. Nothing is spoken of, and maybe if anybody, any of this party, especially if we leave a small sketch of who we're looking for, arrives, we are simply gently alerted. And in return, everything is just left as it is. I mean, to be fair, even if we leave right now just with a giant pile of bodies in here is a big problem for these two anyway.
That is true.
Hi.
Hey, Jesse. You still got that spell that lets you track people wherever they go, and so they are incentivized to play along with what we
Obviously.
ask? Why don't you do that on over here?
You got it.
Make a deception check.
20.
20. Miro goes,
I hold up my traveler symbol. I say blanky blanky do, shalagam, shaloo. I use thaumaturgy to flare my eyes and blow his hair back. Her hair back.
We can take their heads.
Or do we leave?
We can take their heads?
I'm so sorry.
Dark.
That's a good idea. I'm into it.
Whoa.
Yeah, I help Yasha behead the other.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Here now we have a place for this.
Time is of the fucking essence, Caduceus.
I don't know who you are! But that's gonna take weeks to scrub out of the wood!
Let me tell you something. If you talk, that would be you. Understood?
I understand completely!
See, now that's dark.
We don't want to, though. I don't want to do that to you.
I'm getting a lot of weird mixed messages from you guys.
Shit's almost unsettling if it wasn't so dope.
Par for the course.
Yeah.
I just invented golf cannon.
Hate you all.
The master's course out here on the barbed field. It's a par 9.
its eyes are clouded over in white. You can see like layers of broken, jagged teeth on both sides of its mouth. It's
Pumpkin just squawk loudly at it.
Pumpkin squawks loudly. It kind of looks up at it.
Dead thing. Dead thing.
It looks back over towards you guys. It kind of stands up for a minute. It brings its arm up against the tree, and where you look where its arm is, the forearm extends into this long, kind of hooked point.
Oh my god.
It stands up, Pumpkin gets up into the eye. It turns around, and you can now see its other arm is the same, and there's a third arm coming out of its stomach that also comes to this point, and it kind of looks to you all and kind of.
No.
Gives this like low, mournful.
What the fuck?
Just wail. And we're gonna take a break on that.
I don't like it when you do
I knew it was gonna be some 28 days later shit.
That's so scary.
Just shrivel up as its body slowly turns to this like paper thin skeleton.
And I just brush out my hair out of the way and look at Yasha.
Speaking of which, it's your turn, Yasha.
I want to sit down and have a cry. I'll run up and give Jessie a little kiss on the cheek, say thanks, and I'll step around her and fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at the one attacking Caleb.
Go for it.
All right.
So, Jester, that finishes your turn. Ford, you're up.
Fucking bats. Eldritch Blast!
Did you complete your mission?
Yes.
Repeat your mission.
Keep him safe.
More specific. Whom? Prove yourself.
Oban.
Oban. 12 years.
I prefer it.
Where were you going to meet up north? Specific location.
Make a deception check.
All right. Going for it. 20.
Natural 20?
17 plus 3.
Okay. Still
Not a natural 20.
Bazzoxan?
What is the name of our organization? Prove your identity.
We follow the Angel of Irons.
The Angel Iron?
That's 5.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe like when you lost your memory, you were like a rock star or something.
Yeah, maybe I performed. And
Yeah. Maybe there was like a bar or something and you performed every night and everybody came to see you and then like you disappeared and no one's like, oh, where's that Yasha chick? She's so good. The orphan maker.
I wonder what instrument I played.
Definitely like a harp.
Yeah. I think I could probably.
Yeah, like, yeah. But like a really like hardcore harp.
Yeah, like it's like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Rain hasn't come yet. You do have a decent view on the horizon, though you get the sense the storm isn't that far off. You do see a unique shape that catches your attention, kind of in the direction of where you guys are traveling. A towering shape. A shadowed plume atop a wide spire. It resembles a tree, though the size and the distance is hard to gauge through the kind of dust and wind that's currently blowing in with the coming storm.
That's 16 plus 9.
That hits. Go and roll damage.
11, 12, 14 points of radiant damage.
Points of radiant inside of the body.
Do I have the strength to pull it out?
We can find out. Do you want to try?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, go ahead and make a strength check.
Natural 20.
That's how Skeletors happen. God damn it. This is how you want a Skeletor, this is how we get a Skeletor.
I'm not going to pull it out. I'm going to push it through. Like I said.
I feel like you said it.
So, the size is hard to gauge through the storm, but you're now certain that it is indeed a tree.
Oh, it is a tree.
We're home.
Though the scale is staggering. Probably stands somewhere between 400 to 500 feet tall.
Whoa.
With a lush, leafed canopy that defies the nature of these desolate barrens.
It's just one single tree.
One single massive tree in the middle of nowhere. This seed within the most desolate land at the time to leave behind a beacon of life and hope in a place in which absolute destruction at that time reigned. This is what the Barbed Fields looks like now. Imagine what it would have looked like at the end of those battles. And so this is considered the sister tree to the seed of rebirth, which is the tree that resides in the center of the birth heart of Vasselheim.
Oh, shit. Sister tree?
Sister tree.
An image of snow and ice-capped mountains, bordering an endless desert of white glass beads, glistening against the sun of an open blue sky. You see within those mountains a monstrous peak where no snow lives, and a black cloud drifting lazily out from its apex. And then you look towards the belly of this mountain, bubbling, roiling molten rock, settled within an iron pool, atop of which sits a black iron anvil. Your vision clarifies further on the surface of this molten rock, just ever so slightly shifting. You can see the orange and yellow and red glows against darkened black, cooled crust on the top. And you watch as grains of greenish glass-like sand tumble under the surface and steam and hiss and merge and grow into shards of newly formed purple-like crystal. Your vision blurs again, and you start to lose focus and drift away, and her presence comes back and guides you. Like a warm breeze at your back, it kind of prevents you from being buffeted off course and back towards a specific direction. Your vision begins to slowly crystallize back into focus, and as it does, the colors are different. You have visions of a mammoth ravine of gray and dark rock carved into the earth. It's steeped in shadow, and along its southernmost base, you see a rudimentary city rising. Below and beyond that, you see a shore, a beautiful, untouched shore, with beaches and tumultuous surf. Your vision focuses even further, and you can see the nearby jungles along this coast. Within this dense jungle, there is an oasis, a lake, sitting solitary amongst the tangled trees and vines. You see beasts called to drink at it. And along its edge, where the red earth and rock forms a cavern, the cavern twists and winds where you can see thick, heavy veins of gold spiraling down like frozen bolts of lightning built into the rock before it reveals a temple. Natural water drifting down from the lake above, fitting into a pool. And you see these purple crystals fall into the waters of this pool. And these crystals begin to grow roots, like crystal fingers along their base. Your vision loses focus, and you drift back into the darkness of your dreamless night. Ford.
Oh, shit.
Well, it's probably chill, just like Caduceus.
Your sleep slowly fades. Your body cold with the biting wind that cuts through you. Not wind, a chilling current. You open your eyes and see nothing but shadow, and your arms move sluggishly against the familiar, icy waters that portend the prying will of your patron. Your heart rate begins to race and jump, knowing what this brings. And as that fear wells up into your throat, you hear the familiar voice call from the darkness. Return. A yellow glow pulses in your chest. The orb that remains embedded within your body shining through the skin like a dull lantern. You look up from your chest to see the gargantuan lid of the familiar spotlight-like yellow eye fill your entire periphery. You try and look to the right or left, but you are locked in on this singular slitted pupil, your body seemingly frozen in place. You're unable to turn away. The panic begins to build, and the voice says, release. This heavy, resonant tearing sound begins to fill the space around you as tendrils begin to emerge from the pupil of the giant eye. Snaking vines pushing through it, pulling the eye apart from the center, an emerald light pouring through the gaping hole. warming the waters around you. A slew of emotions fill your mind, warm, amorphous, but comforting and evoking ideas that become words. Come with me, child. The hole within the eye glows with verdant light like an open doorway.
Do I recognize the voice?
You've never heard this voice.
I move towards it.
You take a moment to push past and try and swim forward, and the current is pushing against you. Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
That's right. Strength check.
Yeah. Or athletics, I'll say.
Oh, athletics is way better. 17.
17. The current begins to build and try and force you away from it. The eye, you can see the veins at the corner of it tensing. It's trying to resist this shifting doorway. And you push forward, grabbing onto the vines, and thrust your whole body through this open wound. As you push through, the cold fades. The vines begin to tug at your arms and carry you the rest of the way through as it closes behind you. Without force or pain, warm, cradling sensations as you're removed from the nightmare of Uk'otoa, settled within a small chamber of tangled leaves and roots. Within this mass of vines and green, you swear you can see a face. Female, motherly, her eyes closed. The thoughts and emotions enter your mind once more. The words come to you interpretive. The womb I grant, but withers without faith. His will shall find you again soon. The eyes open, and light like an orange sunset pour over you, through you, lulling you slowly back to sleep. His will shall find you again. But until it does, rest. And the darkness takes you for the remainder of your sleep. Is there anything else you'd like to do during your watch?
Yeah, I'm going to send a message.
Oh.
All right.
Kiri.
Kiri.
Oh my god.
To Kiri?
Mm-hmm. Hi, Kiri. I'm just thinking about you. In front of this really big tree, and it's pretty cool, and I wish you could see it. I miss you. I hope. Oh.
Chester, I miss you. Come eat your food. Where were you? I miss you. I miss you.
And she finishes it out, repeating that phrase over and over.
You guys, I had the craziest, most intense, visceral dream.
About what?
It was so crazy. I love.
You're starting to get tired, the sweat's on the brow, but you're halfway up the tree. And you just hear this little and glance over your side, and you watch as Jester reaches up and grabs a part of the tree bark itself that pulls off and breaks. You reach up and grab another piece, that breaks off, and she's now just going into freeze.
I push off the tree and I go into a straight dive after her.
Do we see
It's 100
Yeah, you see this. You see Jester just fall and then Ford fall. And they're both just in your direction. And right as you reach out and grab her hand, you both go into a low, gradual, kind of Mary Poppins glide
Are we
down to
touching?
the base. You're grabbing your hand, yeah.
Great, I cast Thunderstep and we go straight up to the top.
How far does it send you?
90 feet.
90 feet.
Yeah, back up to where we were.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you feather fall for a second.
Thanks for the feather fall.
And then right up. As it bursts out, part of the tree where you were is indented a little bit from the blast of energy around you, and you both catch up.
Sorry.
You're about 100 and, we'll say, what was the distance that when you said?
90 feet.
90 feet? Yeah, you guys got back up to about, we'll say 100 feet. A bit past where you guys got to the northern side, you do see what looks to be one feather that's just kind of left entangled in some of the vines.
How big is it?
Ruin, do you have an eye?
The feather itself is probably about 3 feet from tip to tip, if not 4 feet. It's hard to see from this distance.
Can I get to it fairly easily?
You can certainly try.
From tip to tip.
Yeah, I'll try.
It's a big ass feather.
It's a big ass bird.
That's a real big bird. Holy shit.
I'm bonus action Misty Step from the falchion until the rock comes within grasping distance of me.
How close am I away from Ford?
You guys all jump together, so you're about 5 feet from him.
I reach out and grab Ford and be like, please don't fucking leave me here.
It's a one-way ticket.
Please not.
I only got room for one with this one.
You dick!
I'm sorry.
Oh!
Bo and Not, you're remaining invisible and just holding on for dear life?
I already.
Everyone's fucking bailing on me and I ain't got shit.
I believe I'm still with you, but I'm still with you.
Caleb hearing these two bicker.
With a bonus action, I will use my Relentless Hex, which allows me to magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see within 5 feet of the hex target. So I will bamf out of his claws, and I'm going to appear right on his back in between the shoulder blades, and I'm going to try and wait for him to get somewhere above the alcove so I can ditch.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just right at fucking rock.
You appear, you grab the feathers, and it's immediately your lips like in the wind. It's now swooped 50 feet away.
On the rock.
Go for it.
Get it. On Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
So what for?
I'm going to try to turn him into a bat.
Okay. That is 10.
Oh
yes.
But
So you watch as this massive bird whoosh, 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 and Ford gets jettisoned at 120 feet per second or per round, outward in an arc like out of a cannon. Shush.
Fuck you guys! Wow,
You feel this little impact in your shoulder. You look and there's this little bat.
25.
It's still trying to attack?
No, don't attack it.
Don't attack it.
You just healed. You just healed 25 points.
25?
Catch in a butterfly net.
Thank you kindly.
Any damage?
Nope.
Can we catch him?
What's your armor class, Ford?
17.
It's just little squeaks. It's trying to bite through your, and it's just pissed off.
I take my little cape off and I try to catch him in my hood.
Catch him, Daddy! Catch him!
You wrap it in there, and you now have this little satchel with a temporary bat there.
This is an hour long.
Ford's after pissing himself, Daddy.
Can we just put him in the bag of holding? Oh, they're heading up.
What? Shut up.
Go.
In my ear. God.
Look up there.
It's just there going, mouth still open, kind of throat wide. It's expecting its next bit of its meal.
Feed that bird.
Puke in his mouth.
Make another investigation check for the next 10 minutes. You're pushing on the half-an-hour mark here.
Yep.
Don't fuck me.
Bill?
God damn it. Oh, actually, that's not as bad as I thought.
Give him that hairball.
Fuck investigation. 20 total.
When the rest of the group, this is all happening.
Okay, I'm gonna cast command on it.
cannot hit you.
I'm gonna cast command on the bat
Okay.
and tell it to go home
Okay. And it spends, how long does that command last? For 1 round?
for 1 round.
So it moves away for a round. Then comes right back.
That was in game.
35 minus.
That's a funky peek. I peek over my shoulder at the group, see Jester doing the fucking Cabbage Patch. I'm like, it might not look like much, but we're here to help. Most of us are here to help. Some of us are here to help.
I will pass the time sipping on my flask.
You go reach for your flask and it's not there.
I freak the fuck out. Holy shit! Did you see my flask? It's big and platinum and it's magical and it has booze in it all the time.
We've seen it 500 times.
Oh. Yeah, it's the two of them are up.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt your
You're
ritual.
messing with my flow.
Oh, okay. But just have you seen it?
I have not seen a flask. Shit, I have to start over.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. What you lost, what did you lose?
No, just tell me when the last time you saw it was, because I had it today for sure.
You were chugging on it. When were you chugging on it?
That seems likely.
At the base of the tree, I think. Well, I would know exactly the last place I saw not chugging on her flask because of my damn feet. Yeah, but Liam doesn't remember.
Yes.
So I'm asking for Matthew to speak through me because I don't.
I would say it probably would have been probably at the base of the tree. Yeah, right as you guys are about to take off and head north.
You drank in the cave.
Yeah, that circle.
That's right, in the cave.
Do you lose your flask often?
You're asleep.
Yeah.
Ford's not asking.
Wait, Travis.
Yeah, I
Caleb
wasn't
tells
asking
you
either.
exactly the last place that he saw you have it last, so that was sometime.
Maybe I should just retrace my steps.
What if in this outpost military town we find you some booze?
Endless booze?
I mean, a lot. We could probably get a lot. We have a bag that holds a lot, but we can't go back the way we came to find your magic flask.
You know what? Maybe one of the others has it for safekeeping.
That's probably.
Yasha is always. She seems a little shifty, honestly. She's always disappearing.
She
and stuff.
strikes me as pretty straight edge.
I don't think so. She seems like a. She's a. I'm gonna go to my original flask, the non-magic one. Anything in there?
A little.
Oh, it's so sad.
Okay.
It's like enough for a shot.
Yeah. Not. It's gone. It's gone. It's out of drips. It's gone.
I hate this fucking town.
Help me do this. Take your mind off of it.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Okay.
Close your eye. Close your eye, Sam. Stop. It's on your nose now.
She's giving you LASIK with her fingers.
Okay, wait. Hold. Make a wish.
I wish you would give me my flask back. Fuck
You when we got blown back by that giant trap you failed
There's
to
only
notice.
one way to find out. We have to go back.
Back to the cave.
A bottle of booze
Yeah, we
somewhere.
could get you a drink in the meantime. I mean, your arms look wider than I've seen them in a long time. Gotta get you some booze.
They're a pale cream.
Huh?
They're a pale cream color.
Oh, yeah.
Blend in with the
Gotta get you
locals.
hydrated. You can see that shit from a mile out. That's just dangerous. Supernova.
It's because I need alcohol to ruddy my skin.
I can try, giving you a little spell to help out with the withdrawal.
Is the spell a flask?
No, but you can hold your flask while I cast it.
I can't hold my flask.
On the flip side, we are very well off at the moment. We have much coin. I am sure they have libations here. We could get you traditional booze for now.
And you've made some strong steps without it, right?
Have any spirits of any kind? Whiskey, fire whiskey, anything. Anything.
Yes, that can be acquired, yes. What?
3 bottles, please.
3 bottles?
Yes, please.
45 gold.
Say that again?
45 gold.
To bust out the above the word max, or could we just be?
No, it can just be simple this time. Yeah. What if I
Right.
just go like do 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 do?
Don't start with that.
Caleb is legitimately laughing in the middle of the room.
I'll end with that.
What do you mean, though? What are you talking
Okay,
about?
I'm gonna send.
Okay.
Oh man.
So you cast the spell.
Oh man.
Reaching out into the ether, sending your thoughts and words forward. You say,
The orphan maker has arrived.
Oh dear.
Where can we find you?
Oh dear.
Do 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 do.
Thus was our fate sealed. We're going to die.
Holy shit. This guy is standing with. This guy has got the phone somewhere, and like Orcus is standing with him, and they're like,
Chat on the phone. I'm on hold.
It's too hard to. Oh my god! Let Matt formulate his thoughts.
You can see things inscribed on it. It looks like it has a carving of a simple mouth with teeth. And there are runes both above and below it.
Yeah. Can I read them? Are they arcane in nature?
It appears to be a language.
Yeah.
Do any of you know Celestial?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Dope.
You both, both Yasha and Caleb, looking into it, make up a phrase that says, "Let lie the king's instrument, deathless and detained, until the world ends." And there are all of these statues, all humanoids sitting, all facing this wall. Probably a dozen or so. They all appear to be of a white stone, smooth head, no hair, folded wings across the back, robes, all sitting and all facing this structure.
Oh, fuck!
The structure is, again, it's a platform, it's a stage, it's a.
No, it's a curved wall. It's like you're walking to the outside of a tower of some kind.
Courtyard outside a tower. So
correct. So there's a courtyard that you're in, and then there's just what looks to be a wall, like an exterior wall of something beyond.
Is there a door?
You'd have to get closer to look.
Go look, baby.
Okay, you walk through and you're looking left to right, all these statues, all these angelic statues, also bleeding from the eyes.
We are fucked.
Looking, you can see the piles of rubble. You see like looks to be a broken sword on one side. You haven't even paid much attention to what is scattered amongst the floor here. But as you approach this large wall, it looks of almost a deep black stone, no windows, and there are grooves about every 10 feet or so that just kind of striate up the side. And you can see what looks to be a single adamantine door that sits in the center of the courtyard, in the center of the wall, that is raised up about 2 feet.
No!
And the path continues below it.
Yeah, feels like it. Come on, man. Look, why you gotta put the ones that are all like, the front legs up in the air, Matt? Put them over there.
Oh,
fuck.
Oh, this is exciting.
That's just too many.
There's just too many of them.
I want to touch that butt.
How I normally
They just kind of start swarming out, skittering.
Totally had this happen. It's fine.
Windows that we can't see
Be
past.
careful, they might be egg sacs or something.
Oh, please don't do that. Don't. No, look, I saw that happen one summer. It's fucking terrible. No. Like,
There's
let's
one
not-
time-
Let's don't pop egg.
There was one time
egg
there was a spider
Don't tell
on
the
the ground.
story.
I have to. There was a spider on the ground, and I stepped on. I was wearing flip flops, and I stepped on it, and out from underneath it came like 1,000 little teeny baby spiders, and they all went and like over my foot because I was in flip flops.
Oh, how old were you?
Like 20-something.
Oh, that's normal.
So Jester.
Yes.
Yeah, you killed that mama spider basically with one hit.
I did, I guess in a way I'm an orphan maker too.
I think you are, because I think you are more. I think you are, because did you see how many orphans you made?
Yeah,
and then we killed them all.
Yeah.
Hundreds.
Hundreds of them.
You don't know.
Okay.
Go.
So-
We're out of time.
No.
What is that?
Side there. All right, Yasha.
I'm gonna make my way down.
Making my way down.
Making my way down, tower.
35. You move up to the large eagle that is there on the woods, or on the steps. And you're still being held by the talon of Jester, but she's landed and is like releasing you. So
She's
You
releasing
can
me.
let go. I
yeah,
can let
so you're
go.
good.
I'm gonna make my way downtown into the next chamber.
All right, you move in. Do you move past Beauregard or up against her?
Just up to where she is.
Okay. So yeah.
I stealthily start making my way into the chamber.
Stealthily.
Into the chamber.
So roll stealth check.
I'm going to step forward just a little bit.
Alrighty. This way.
Yeah. And I'm going to search on my belt, and I'm gonna hold up the symbol of the traveler, and I'm gonna go. I hope you're here with us right now. Please protect us.
Oh.
And I'm going to cast Turn Undead.
Turn undead. All right.
Get a
So
cleric, get a cleric, get a cleric, get a cleric.
Anything with a has to make a wisdom saving throw. Any undead I see or hear within 30 feet of me.
Ooh, I'm so glad you went first.
And what do we undead have to roll?
These technically are a challenge rating of 1/4.
Was it challenge level 1?
They're under that.
Oh.
So it becomes destroy undead.
Yes,
Yep.
if they
So your DC for your spell is
17.
Just kick back with a little
We should
little whiskey.
tie.
What? What'd you say?
A little whiskey.
Oh, I don't have any.
the whispers and sounds begin to brim up at the louder sound of Nott's voice carrying over, which faintly echoed through the cavern. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving.
Oh, we can't talk loud.
It's noise in general.
Like big balls of like lightning hitting us all at the same time in our genitals, and just being really painful.
Yeah, or like you know, if they tortured us for years and years and years, you know, like chained us up or something, and then we just die because we're just being pulled apart, our limbs being pulled. Those are things that I'm thinking.
Jesus Christ! I mean, mine was sort of an instant death, but painful. But years and years.
It could be both of those things, you know.
You are dark.
Well, who do you feel like you want to check? Who do you feel like has it?
They're all so shifty.
They're sleeping.
I know.
Mouth open, sleeping.
I mean, Caleb has killed his own family members. He could do anything. Beauregard is a known male fraud
That is new
convict.
information to you. Brand new.
Ford is. He's just mean. Caduceus, he wouldn't do that. He's a nice guy. Jester, I'm not sure about Jester. I mean, I trust her, of course. She's the cutest of the cute, but at the same time, it's like, do we know much about her other than, you know, she likes to deface property. She likes committing petty theft, or petty crimes anyway.
Yeah, but I don't think she would do such a thing.
I don't think so. She's sweet. She's sweet.
What do you mean Caleb killed his whole family?
It's a figure of speech where I'm from. It's like.
What does the figure of speech mean?
Yeah.
Like, how would you use it in a sentence?
Do you have that money I owe you? Oh, no, I don't have it yet. I killed my whole family. I'll have it for you next week. It's just sort of like a general, like, drat. You know, that sort of a thing.
Also for you, it's like, I don't have my flask. I've killed my whole family.
Yeah. It's a figure of
frustration.
Yeah, it's the equivalent to like, snap.
Wait, where are you from again?
It's a halfling. It's a halfling thing?
It's a halfling.
Listen, I didn't mean to tell you that.
No, I'll just make sure to use it in the group around everyone.
Please
just
don't ever say that out loud.
You know,
No,
it's
please.
like I sound trendy.
Please do not ever say that in front of the group at all. Ever, please. Listen, Caleb has some secrets in his past that maybe I shouldn't have mentioned. I forgot a little bit. I can't think straight right now, all right? I'm jonesing hard. I can't think straight, and he might have not told you that aspect of his life, but it's not something that he likes to talk about, so maybe just keep this betwixt you and me.
So he did kill his whole family?
I mean, not grandparents or anything. Like, there could be extended family that still lives that he didn't, murder.
Listen, I'm not one to judge, so...
Really? Because you've killed your own family members?
No.
It was a different time. He was brainwashed. It's a whole thing for him. Please don't judge him poorly because of me. I feel terrible now.
I would never do such a thing. Don't worry. I won't say anything. I wouldn't throw you under the bridge.
Is that an expression where you're from?
It's an expression where
You
I'm
wouldn't actually, we're next to a bridge into the abyss. You wouldn't actually throw me over the bridge that is 25 feet that way, right?
I was trying to do the thing.
Maybe don't say that expression when we're right next to a bridge.
I'm sorry. I was trying to do the thing. Like, I killed my family, I'll throw you under a bridge.
I get it.
I'm learning how to people.
Man.
Well, should we go to sleep?
I would hope so. I will attempt to.
Maybe does Bo have any more booze in her flask, or did you drink it all?
Does she have a flask? I can rifle through her stuff if you give me permission to.
No, I don't think you should.
I spent so much time with her on the road, and I have not known her off of it until we got her husband back to her. I mean, it's been nice to see her with him. I a little bit don't know what to do with myself as much. It's very awkward. We developed, a unique relationship, and I feel awkward. She used to, we slept on the side of the road a lot and would, sleep next to each other in the cold, and I feel strangely foolish about it now, but it didn't seem foolish before, but it does now. These have an aftertaste to them.
Yeah, they're a little bitter. They've been in my pocket for quite a long time.
How
I think
long?
they're starting to ferment.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. So, what now? You feel awkward because of a close relationship with a friend?
A little bit. She's found herself, or found what she's looking for. Not entirely, but I don't know what I'm talking about. We just had a routine. I like routines somewhat. I like, probably from so many years of study.
Feeling replaced? Are you jealous?
Yeah, probably a little bit.
Oh. Yeah. That actually makes me feel kind of reassured. It's like the most basic human emotion, so you're not a total lost cause.
20.
What'd you get, Nat?
26 or something.
Natural 20, 21.
Laura's calling.
18.
Yes. Blessing of the trickster?
Oh, that makes more sense.
This is a one-of-a-kind marriage.
Oh, that's what she wanted.
One of a
Blessing
kind.
of the trickster gives advantage on stealth, not say. Not
That it does.
Sounds like a deep.
Okay.
Pass without trace stays. Blessing of the trickster. Okay. So it's just on you.
Okay. So
You get
advantage.
advantage on stealth, and we pass without trace stays. I love you. Goodbye.
For this most recent roll?
Yes.
This is
still up.
All right. I'll allow it.
Same version of this is
So, but I still rolled a natural.
Still a natural one. You look down at and now that you're down below the bridge, you look in the periphery and you can see shapes below you. You see, for what much you can see, a patch about 20, 25 feet across or so before the darkness takes it. It looks like like water almost, but it's textured weird and it's moving weird. It's not moving like water, it's moving like tar or oil. But it's not tar or oil. You focus in more and you can see it looks like skin and flesh moving against itself, writhing and shifting. You see eyes poof, appear and move and then vanish within, teeth and mouths spiraling in it before vanishing below. It is a mass of skin and flesh and muscle and teeth and mouths and eyes, and you can hear the noises that are coming out of each of these dozens of mouths that are just slightly shifting below. You now know what fills this chasm. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Yeah, all right. Jester's gonna. Oh, crap.
What's Jester doing, right?
Is she texting you, or are you just making this up?
She's doing a lot, okay?
We're in a tight spot.
I'm not doing this to my wife. Jester's gonna hold her action.
You're not following her instructions?
No.
No,
she can't. I can't do it when she's not here. That's too far. You're in the
She's telling you what to do, and you're ignoring?
That is correct.
You're ignoring the launch command?
Yep. Whoa. I will not turn the key.
Wow!
Wait, Laura's telling you what she wants to do this turn, and you're not going to do it?
She's giving me an if. She's giving me an if. I can't do it. She said do it. All right.
Turn the key, Sergeant.
Jester's gonna jump off the bridge after now.
Okay.
And as the healing takes place, I'll say, thank you, Wild Mother.
Oh.
Okay.
Thank you, what?
Wild Mother.
24.
24. The frost that's gathered around these mirrors, the jaw opens a bit, and as the air escapes, it says, I was slain by those I was charged to contain, but succeeded.
Who were you charged to contain?
The laughing hand, timeless and seeking torment of all. The undying chosen.
What were those words that he just said? The laughing hand.
What powers should we call upon to aid and assist in the defeating of that darkness?
The darkness you speak of cannot be defeated, only sealed.
Mirror?
I did.
I love heaven.
You kind of walk up to the mirror, put your hand to it. The reflection is kind of warm to the touch.
That's different.
The Asha in the mirror looks back at you and smiles and grabs your wrist and pulls you into the mirror.
No!
Oh my God.
And it is. You have a husband and a son who loves you very much.
I love them too.
And they want you alive. And sometimes when you're drinking this, you don't look for traps. Or when you do, you trigger them.
You'd have to experiment with it. I don't know. I'm not really a whip master.
It's a very long whip.
I was a good debater in school, but
Were you a master debater?
some would say.
I've heard about those.
Can I see your palms?
Like,
Let me see the whip.
Tomb, sarcophagus-like structure. Fairly simple. Has 3 sets of dark chains pulled across it.
Guys. It's a bike repair shop.
Looking up, you can see...
Blood all over the ceiling.
No, there's a massive mural
Okay.
painted across it. Nope. What you see is a violent depiction of a swollen, pale, worm-like body, coiled to a grotesque length, burrowing through landscapes of vibrant trees, turbulent oceans, fiery mountains, and desolate barrens. At the center of this worm-like form extends 3 elongated arms, ending in grasping hands, wreathing a bulbous, hairless, humanoid head, screaming, bearing a crooked crown. The eyes are black voids, the mouth open, the grimace revealing rows of serrated teeth. It's detailed, but also jagged in the art. There's talent in this, but it isn't refined.
Ladies and gentlemen, the crawling king.
Yeah.
Figure who goes, "Ha! Well done. Well done indeed. I'm impressed by your tenacity and your capabilities. It is with great wisdom that I fled when we first met. Welcome to the heart of the King's Cage. A relic of the Calamity. Devised as a temple built to Torag around a primal fane of corrupting power. It was built secretly by the Allhammer Moradin and Sehanin, the Moonweaver, to lure Torag into its use. Once bound to the fane, it was instrumental in banishing him beyond the plains to his fate within the boundaries of the Far Realm. However, this left the temple still corrupted, and post-divergence it fell entirely into the control of Torag's zealots and his undying chosen. You and I were the heart and the vessel, working towards her broken request. You watch as his form begins to slightly shift. The drow dropping away, leaving behind red skin, yellow eyes.
What?
Horns that curl up across the head.
God.
And a pair of red leathery wings that lie folded across the back.
Fuck.
An abyssal. You recognize the language. The phrase he says is, "The bonds of the clean wither, with flame expended. Chains to chains, to be bound is to break free. Fulfill thy destined path and awaken." The tablet flashes. The chains shatter off, and the lid explodes upward.
No, what's inside it? What's in the box?
There's a brief moment of quiet as you see mist kind of pouring out of the inside. A large, meaty, pale hand grasps the side. And we're gonna take a break. We're about to go into probably a longer the edge, the mist parts, as you see a hood and cloak, deep brown and oily black stained in places rise out of it, standing to a full 10 feet in height. The cloak obfuscating much of the torso, dangling just past the forearm area where you see the one large hand lifting itself up. You see just beneath the hood a bit of a sagging open jaw, sharp broken teeth, the skin itself pale, dirty, and weirdly twisted to look like some sort of horrifying mockery of a human face with just the bit you can see. You see like red stained leather that goes across the body and legs, heavy boots as it steps out. The right hand is missing below the forearm, and where the hand would be, you see a long, double-sided blade.
That's a problem.
Affixed and built into its arm.
Oh shit.
Damn it,
Oh, let's see.
Oh, That thing is huge! What? Are you nuts?
Oh
Big.
no!
It's a nightmare thing.
That is entirely too big.
You should see it from this side. It's awful.
I turned her spin around.
It's awful.
Look, see?
He emerges.
Hey, I just walked over the trail.
Top of the round, Jester.
This is it.
So at the start of your
Don't say this is it. Don't do that to me.
at the start of your turn, Jester,
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
the creature is chuckling. And there's all the wounds it took, the slashing and piercing wounds that you can see kind of vaguely through the parts of its cloak that got cut.
Laura.
You watch as the giant gash in its arm grow teeth and begin to start laughing. And the piercing wounds in its neck turn into little mouths and start laughing.
That's disgusting.
And the wall of every wound that's visible becomes a small mouth, and suddenly there's just a cacophony of high and low pitched laughs. All around it. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
When he puts his hands through his mouth, it's never good.
40.
23.
23. Shield. He's got his reaction back on his turn.
Oh wait, but I am
No,
I
he's
am
casting
blessed.
shield again because he got his reaction back.
Oh, we got his reaction. Oh.
26.
That hits!
You're blessed, sir.
Go ahead and roll damage.
You got a blessing.
Come on.
8 points of slashing damage.
Fucking God!
No, he's not down.
Till 1 hit point! Till 1 hit point!
Oh, I'm sorry. Hexblade's curse plus 4 to damage.
That'll do it. Kind of floating down, glances over towards Yasha as he's falling and says, "Avenge me."
Never.
Make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
What?
With disadvantage.
What is happening right now?
Oh no!
Oh. Oh.
No, please.
Nope.
I don't want to do this.
What was it?
What?
2.
2? Flat 2?
You feel a burning, sharp pain in the back of your neck, right at the base of the skull. And this old, forgotten anger wells up within you.
Oh God.
All right.
What?
He
What
is-
happens?
As you see him hit the ground and roll, the body turns to mush.
Oh my God.
Someone's gonna need to carry me the fuck out of here.
22 points of slashing damage.
I am kind of standing.
He's okay.
Alrighty.
I am
See?
bad.
Don't be worried.
What did it?
Yeah, oh yeah, low ones.
Oh shit. All right, Jester.
Facing off with Yasha.
Yasha's engaged with you.
Oh shit. Just run.
Get the fuck out of there.
That or die are kind of the options at the moment.
Run, baby.
That's what's there.
I'm gonna try. How far away from the door am I? Really far?
From there, you're about 60 feet away.
Fuck. Double it.
So I can double dash and try to get out?
Double dash and you'll reach the door, yeah.
I'm just gonna say,
Oh.
snap out of it, Yasha. And oh no, I hate it. And I'm gonna run for the door.
Okay. Make a sentinel attack against Jester.
Oh no.
43 points of slashing damage.
So you see Ford take it,
You
fall
guys-
backwards. He uses his one half-orc relentless endurance to stagger himself and put one hand on the wall and just look up.
Still being held by the laughing hand, by the
Whoa,
way.
okay.
Make a second
He's
attack.
fine.
And I'll say, I'll look at Yasha and go, why?
All right. So you're trying to pull.
I'm gonna take him and I'm gonna throw his arms over me and do the backpack maneuver and
All
try
right.
and lift him up and see how far I can get.
Make a strength check because you're pulling against the laughing hand strength because he's still grappling him. So you're trying to
Even
pull
through
him
the
out of
fire?
its.
Through the fire?
No, yeah, it's still holding on to him. You see this, the hand holding forward out of the flames as it's burning him.
Ah, this is gonna fucking fail.
You're strong.
No, I'm not. Okay.
I roll.
Wait, just a straight strength?
Strength, add your strength bonus, yeah.
No bonus.
I have no bonus, so 18.
Fuck, roll a 16. No joke.
So
it's like there's no way you were gonna beat that.
No, there was no way I should have beat that.
As it unravels, you're fine. You're still in the chamber, but the whip does not make its way out.
Invisible, just out of panic.
All right.
a small fart.
I reach out to Yasha and start sobbing as the door shuts.
Okay. That finishes your go. Not.
There's nothing I can do.
Yasha!
I'm just gonna look at Yasha and reach out.
You hear.
15.
25.
22.
Okay. This time, Caleb. Caleb, make a melee attack. We'll say against yourself, because why not? Roll it into You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you guys are running. Caleb kind of like Caleb keeps running and then she goes whack and just cold cocks himself. The nose is snapped to one.
We literally did this guy's job for him,
and he's paced. We came away from this with nothing. Less than nothing.
We've got to move.
I'll say it one last time. I would rather go back to the Bright Queen or whoever it is we think we're talking to with a solution instead of just the problem. Problems get locked away.
Tomorrow morning, we let everyone know. And then if everyone's okay with it, that's what I think we should do next.
Move for the kiln?
It's the only thing that I can think of, unless someone's got a better idea.
If I could have everyone but Yasha leave the table, please. If you could go.
Gross.
Oh, man.
Get out quick.
End whispers?
Get out quick.
Oh, this is the worst.
Clear.
Through this experience, the minute that burning sensation seared into the back of your neck, it was weirdly familiar. You began to feel the rush of memories, of being found broken in the wastes. This red-skinned savior pulled you from the depths and showed you an angel like yourself that could give the power you need to maybe forgive yourself, or perhaps one day avenge those that took your love from you. And you just see flashes of laughter and conversations with this Oban and others. A traveling troupe of zealots wandering these plains. Flashes of you, brothers in arms. Flashes of you hunting those who wander too far from their village. Flashes of the bloodshed and carnage you caused. Uncertain if it was within you this whole time, or was it this same burning? You don't know. You just know you kept being drawn to his yellow eyes and his comforting voice. Who knows how long? You see yourself receded into your consciousness, looking through a tiny window. Your body not your own. Frozen in emotion, watching your friends scream and flee. You see the hulking mammoth, laughing hand, an entity you had heard the name once or twice in the past, but had long forgotten, blacked out, like all these memories. And you see it slam, and slam, and slam into these barriers. You help. The two of you together watch as the first barrier begins to crack and break, and then shatter over time. Another period passes with the strength of you two silently smash through the next barrier, which you shouldn't be able to do. But this entity is far older and of a different make than anything you've encountered before. You're scared, but you have no control. Or do you? That thought scares you. Before the behemoth lumbers off, slowly clawing both of you away to freedom once more, you step back into the chamber and gather in your hands the remaining ichor that once was Oban. In it, you can still feel a very faint thrum or beat. Holding in your hand, you turn and follow your new lumbering friend. Or at least the body does. Or is it you? You're scared.
Sam! D&D Beyond. Guys, we all started off as voice actors. Oh, you know what? I didn't even look at what they sent me to read. The D&D Beyond Encounter Builder Alpha version is now available to all D&D Beyond subscribers. If you don't recall, it's a super handy tool to craft unique and flavorful fights that fit your current setting and difficulty level. Check out the exciting updates as they work their way through the alpha, including the official monsters who've now been added and improved accessibility. Check it out at the link in the chat. Okay,
I'm gonna say, that's actually really cool. Not to gloss over that, Sam. Encounter Builder is actually really cool and a really helpful tool. I've used it, it's been helpful. Check it out, it's awesome.
Yes.
I'm seeing the table for the first time. Is that a motherfucking fishbowl?
Yeah, there's lots of stuff, Liam. Anyway, what Matt said, that is important and vital. Anyway, the bit. So we all got our start as voiceover actors, and for this week's D&D Beyond ad, I wanted to bring us back to our roots with an old-fashioned radio play. Now, voiceover really became an art form in the 30s and 40s with radio dramas like The Shadow, Mercury Theater, The Green Hornet, and my favorite part of these classic radio dramas was the sound effects. So, tonight, the Critical Role. No, that's mine.
Oh shit!
The Critical Role radio players are going to take you back to the golden age of radio with me, Sam Riegel, providing sound effects. Okay, here we go. Okay, ready?
We now return to our regularly scheduled broadcast, The Adventures of Detective Clint P. McGinty, Private Dick.
Come on in.
Chief, I came as soon as I heard the dispatch. Somebody got iced? Where's the Vic?
Hold on, McGinty. Let me light another cigarette. I'm afraid it's murder, McGinty. That's why you're here. You're the best dick I know.
Well, if you want to solve this case, you're going to need all the dicking I can give.
We all will. Walk with me, McGinty. The body's over here. Just past this carpet.
Should I follow you over this gravel area?
Of course. Let's stop here on this mound of silverware. Go ahead, kick that vacuum cleaner aside. And get rid of that pussy. There you go. One dead body.
Good gravy, that's a lot of blood. I better investigate it by touching it and squishing it around.
In his toilet bowl.
Curious. Yes, interesting. Yes, of course. Well, I think I know who committed this crime.
What? How?
There's blood spatter here on this bell.
Oh shit! There it is.
And here on this clock. And here on this lightsaber.
My goodness, you're right.
There's a reason they call me the best goddamn dick in LA.
So, who did it?
We're halfway done, guys.
The only person I know who can kill this quickly and efficiently is none other than D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond?
D&D Beyond. In any violent encounter, D&D Beyond makes you much more efficient, so you can slay your enemies without having to look up rules and...
Sorry, I had curry before. Continue.
Anyway, D&D Beyond is the perfect resource for anyone who wants to defeat a creature in record time. And
I also ate corn, cauliflower, and Diet Coke with Mentos.
it's fine, Chief. I'll just moonwalk over here. As I was saying, the killer must have subscribed to dndbeyond.com and gotten access to all their great content.
I forgot to tell you, I also ate Red Hots, a hoppy IPA, deviled eggs, raw artichokes, and Funyuns and bean dip.
Sorry, Chief. I can't take the smell anymore. I'm going to jump out this window.
And thus concludes another adventure of Detective Clint P. McDinginty, Private Dick.
I did it!
Oh my God. What the fuck is the matter with you?
I did it!
You did.
Do we clap?
Whatever Sam did, he did it.
Over. Nice. Really good.
Good job.
We tracked that guy. We followed him into a cave. A great evil was unleashed. The Laughing Hand. My friend was taken.
West of Bazzoxan.
West of Bazzoxan.
Very rapidly, Bright Queen responds. There is a crypticness to your message. Seemingly bad news, whereas I'd hoped to give you good. Where are you now?
Didn't say we did anything
didn't.
wrong.
How does it look?
What did we do wrong?
We promised that we would take care of business in the capital. We failed, and we failed up here as well.
We are still Empire shitbags too, trying to prove ourselves. But you're right, we didn't do anything wrong. It's just
failure.
The optics.
We failed when we promised that we would.
So this is the moment to start lying.
But we are trying to build a relationship with and these people.
Yeah.
And I think maybe honesty is the smarter play.
I send a message.
Okay.
This is the only moment honesty is worth anything.
We're in Bazzoxan. We are planning to head north. We think there might be a solution there. The Laughing Hand is really bad. I'm really sorry.
Should we tell people?
I didn't ask that.
There is a little more of a pause in the response to this. I would hope for more information on this.
I don't have all the words.
How soon can you return?
Oh.
I mean,
this should be discussed in person.
Technically, we could return instantly.
Comfort.
You got it.
I think if we run, that's how you end up in prison. I don't mean to raise my voice.
What did I walk into?
Yeah.
Am I the only person here who doesn't instantly assume that they're the bad guy?
That they? You mean
us?
Us.
I mean, is anybody else here actually had any experience being just trusted and doing the right thing? Is this so alien?
I mean, yeah. I think for a lot of us, Caduceus.
We've got to go back. I want to go north. But we have to show faith.
You're now looking within a darker cavern. And you can see Yasha sitting on her knees, eyes closed, meditating. Similar to how you are in your scribe, but not the same type of ritual. And you watch her there quietly for a few minutes. And there's a bit of light under her chin, like a reddish-orange firelight. It kind of flickers brighter and brighter. And you kind of try and glance out of the periphery of that scope of the scry position. You can see that flame blurred, but growing brighter and brighter before it manages to flash. Yasha opens her eyes. You can see the dead stare, intense. The clenched jaw turns into a grin. You see a red-skinned hand come out from where the flame was that touches her shoulder. And a voice say, "Very good. Thank you for your patience. Now, this has been one fine reunion. Let's go see if we can find the others." And then he turns around and begins to walk away. She stands up and begins to follow. And as the end of the scry spell's length begins to peter out, you can hear the looming footsteps of the laughing hand. At which point the fingers curl once more around your eyes. And you feel them pull back, and you find yourself once more within the store's elevated floor. Weekly here.
Oh.
When did the Bright Queen send word?
I am uncertain specifically.
Because I said the Bright Queen, it was funny.
Very different NPC. Her name, long may he reign.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to them.
Okay.
Oh, hello. I see we've got our ballistas ready.
We have them prepared, yes?
From good old Waco.
They kind of look at each other. And you are?
No.
As their eyes narrow in your direction.
Pick it up.
I'm sorry.
Pick it up.
Nancy McFancy Pants.
Seems like a real name.
Pronounced McFancy Pants.
Family. Oh, family came from the Far East.
And where do you hold your position within this soldier brigade?
Oh, I just transferred here from Rothan, actually.
Make a deception check.
Jesus.
Oh man.
Wow, that was actually surprisingly good. 21.
Really? They both seem less on guard and more like just confused and probably a little bit sad that your name happens to be what it is. At which point you don't hear a voice, but a series of images and emotions convey what almost seems like a montage of moments through time, through history. And the best that you can, that your brain, that your mind can interpret these images, say, this blade was once known as Dweth Var, the Star Razor.
Write it down, write it down.
You can see the blade itself now before you, set upon a stone tablet, itself glowing with runes across the center of it. A weapon forged through a union of two acolytes, of Melora and Sehanin, during the Age of Arcanum. It carries the blessing of the fiercest full moon and starlit night. Recovered by the elves and dwarves of Uthadurn, it was reforged and strengthened under the skilled work of the dwarven smith Dulgrim Smeltborn, before it was sundered in a terrible battle deep within the ruins of Malayasmere, within the Savalier Wood. The pieces have since been recovered as historical relics, trading hands through traveling merchants and smugglers, then lost through time.
Until now.
And at that point, the visions subside.
Yeah. I am sorry. I have been traveling all day. Is there someone in these barracks that speaks for the men? Not an officer, someone that looks out for the new and the experienced.
Yeah, could be me.
Yes!
Great.
And
I come with a message from the Bright Queen. Sorry.
Bright Queen?
Yes.
Right.
Den. I work for Den Bylan, the security detail. I bring an urgent message of a danger out here. I delivered it to the gate, but as it was being read, it sounded most dangerous indeed.
Right.
I worry that its words might not find the right ears.
Okay.
There is a great danger that is coming this way. A creature. It carries a blade on its arm, and if engaged, it will... Are you getting all of this?
It's got a blade in its arm, and it's coming this way. Right?
Yes. For Bazzoxan.
Got it. Got it. Lickety-split.
If you could, spread word to the men that further damage to this creature makes it more powerful, amplifies its ability to drive men mad, make them flee.
Spreading the word. Making all the men mad. Got it.
Thank you. I feel much better knowing this message has reached sound and responsible ears.
Don't worry, little fuzzball. I got it.
Be cool. Be cool.
I will go get a drink. I bid you good day.
Good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay in the light, and I start walking off.
As you walk off, he turns around and goes and start hear him lumbering into the barracks.
Hey! Bright Queen says there's a mad guy coming. Danger with holding a blade. Gonna make you mad. He was tired, the little one.
And this the last thing you hear as he continues walking inside.
Shit.
But a measly couple months from now, you'll get to meet the rest of your family.
Yeah, a couple months, huh? Do you have a location yet?
That's actually why I wanted to talk to you. And he kind of draws back into a sitting position. I'm considering where to hold the grand gathering. I was thinking maybe the island of Rumblecusp off the Menagerie coast. Do you have any suggestions?
Would you care to see this laughing hand?
If you have a means of presenting its visage, then yes, please.
I'll turn my hands and I'll cast Major Image, and I will recreate to scale the laughing hand with the sounds that it was creating right there in front of the entire fucking throne.
I'm going to go in front of it and just sort of cower in fear.
As its looming form appears, the cloak gently swaying, the open gashes across its body, the teeth emerging from them, chuckling silently. the room immediately begins to fill with whispers. You see the various other drow and orc and bugbear members of this court leaning into each other and begin looking curious and worried.
The more we heard it, the louder it got.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and slice it with my dagger.
It just goes right through it.
Each cut.
But can't you change it?
No.
Yes, you can. It's a major image. You can control it.
Can I?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'll create an extra mouth.
That's not as quietly shouting under her breath towards Ford in the middle of this entire chamber.
Don't make me look like an asshole here.
What are you doing, man?
It's a tech rehearsal. It's just, hang on.
There's a lighting cue here.
In the effort of sharing information, perhaps it'll help your Duendalos on their history check. It's all on her face. Doesn't look like she's very comfy.
I look in. My hands go to the hole and I look in.
Okay. You see the same thing that Ford had seen.
What does the hair look like?
It looks probably about just under shoulder length, about chin length, maybe a little beyond that. Most of it's kind of tousled and mostly over the face. The head is slumped forward. You don't know if she's unconscious or is just exhausted.
There are guards here, you said?
Yes.
I turn to them. Is light allowed? May I?
They kind of look at each other and one of them kind of gestures to go ahead.
Two of them float in through the hole and move not close to the person, but over their heads enough to wake them up.
Okay.
And
you can see a very faint physical reaction to the light in the chamber, but it's very faint. It's just kind of like a slight shift, but maintains position.
I speak in Zemlin. Are you awake?
Mind
so many.
Would you perhaps mind if I put the prisoner in a
Six guarding it.
better state to answer questions? They've been roughed up a bit.
Do you know Ren Aldrich Ermenrud?
Very well.
Who was he?
I don't know. Is he you?
And the figure turns and looks in your direction. Oh. You see the hair kind of pushed to one side of the face. The hair is dark, not brown, and the face is unfamiliar to you. This is not Astrid. But the face is looking right at you with a smile.
We'll find them both. And kill them.
I've heard things about you, Bren. Welcome back.
I am curious to know what you've heard of this boy. We'll see if you live long enough. So tell me. And walk away from the door and start to hyperventilate against the wall.
Caleb, is everything all right? You don't seem well.
Have I never explained?
No, I just kind of pictured like a kiln all by itself.
Well, it's a mountain.
And like you would use it, maybe.
I know it's like a volcano, we can assume.
I've never been.
Well, then how do you know if people live there?
Well, this is as good a time as any. I'm going to continue whittling. The day after the Raven Queen ascended, 3 of her champions were given the task of dealing with one of the heroes of the war. And his body could not be maintained within a city for reasons that are lost. He had to be vanished. And these 3 These three heroes were named Clay, Stone, and Dust. They argued for many days of what to do, and Stone said that they should give him to the air, so that the beasts of the realm may carry his memory. And Clay said that we should give him to the earth, and what grows from them will be a monument to his glory. And Dust said that we should give him to the fire, and from the ashes of that fire great works would arise. And they prayed to the Raven Queen for guidance in these early days. And the Raven Queen eventually answered. She said that she had already taken what belonged to her, and that we were to, these three heroes were to find the Wild Mother and to ask her guidance for what to do with what was left. And they traveled far into the woods and waited for their visions. And eventually, she spoke to each of them in turn. And she told Stone that he should take the limbs of this hero and walk the plains until he found an oasis in a red and gold veined cave, and that beasts would gather there, and that he would feed the limbs of these heroes to the beasts that would water there. And upon that site would be a menagerie whose creatures would be a gift to the Changebringer from the Wild Mother, to remind her that nature is infinite. And then Clay entered into a forest until he found a spring of water surrounded by a circle of crystal and stone. And there shall you plant the head of the hero. And upon that site will be a garden whose flora shall be my gift to the Arkard, to remind her that nature is beautiful. And then Dust took all that was left and walked into the mountains to the north. Found a cave with a black onyx pool of fire and magma, and was told to burn what remained, that the ashes would be mixed into the brink and ink and steel, and everything that is made there will hold that hero's mark. And this kiln will be the creations as a gift to the Allhammer, to remind him that nature is the origin of material. And these three families have guarded and accepted the dead for all this time in these three temples. Each of us, on occasion, making a pilgrimage, but very rarely. Somewhere there is a member of the Dust in the north, ready to help.
You're ancient.
No, I mean,
Your blood is ancient.
it's a while ago. There's some things that are much older.
How old are you?
Old enough.
What does that mean? Say a number.
Like 2,000 years old.
Are you shitting me right now?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I don't remember any of this. This is just the stories that we are told.
Do you think she's gonna answer?
You said you are here.
Fuck.
It took long enough. If you could give me any inclination of where to find you. Things are difficult. That's it.
Oh, she sounded like she really wanted to talk to you, and it's probably kind of dangerous, and she doesn't know where we are.
Well, I'm glad you're all here. I'm glad the other two upstairs are here as well, but I'm glad you're here. I stare forward for a second. Are you good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna kill us all last time tonight, Caleb? Oh my god.
Yes. I guess me trying to do a toast is out of character. Yes, I'm going to kill all of you.
Well, I'll drink to that.
To Wonder Dogs.
To Wonder Dogs.
To Wonder Bread.
To Wonder Bars.
Touch the edge of the balcony railing.
The balcony rail where I am?
Yeah. Like 5 feet from you.
Hi.
You see slowly a drow head rise up to look towards you. You recognize it as the drow image of Dyron.
That was so cool.
Where is Beauregard?
Well, she's downstairs on the stoop, like literally, like right below you.
Leaps up, kind of like very silently, does a kind of a cartwheel flip over the side before landing on the tips of her toes.
You are so sneaky. Come inside, have a nice cup of tea.
Fetcher, we have much to discuss.
Okay, come on.
And she stomps ever so quietly into the house.
Ting, 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 ting.
No.
It's on the balcony.
Oh,
thankfully.
damn.
The second set of chimes.
Fucking doorbell. Thwarted again.
And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Oh, wait, what? No, come on.
It's almost 11.
Oh.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
So
I'm in trouble. I can just feel it. Did you see the way she asked for me?
Gonna be in trouble.
She just wanted to talk to her friend.
Tyrion is back.